MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the San Francisco Giants and the Pittsburgh Pirates. San Francisco hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Joe Musgrove, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
At the plate, Jalen Davis. He will lead this one off today.
The afternoon for San Francisco, the right fielder, Jalen Davis.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one will track it down.
First pitch, 135.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. The next 0-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Batting second,
Brandon Crawford digging in next. Lifetime numbers against Joe Musgrove. He's 2 for 4. Now the pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
That's a big knock right there for his confidence. He had seen it. You're walking to the plate. You know your average would dip below 220 for the first time in a long time. Nice A big.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too...
And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Crawford at third. Flores is over at second with one down in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. With runners in scoring position this season, Sandoval is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
On the year, Sandoval is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So a good job of pitching there as they wind up stranding 2 men in scoring position in the opening half inning. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Jeff Samardzija, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, Jeff Samardzija, the pride and joy of Valparaiso High School, Valparaiso, Indiana. Also a pretty good wide receiver for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Big, strong guy. A lot of people think he takes that football mentality out on the mound. 94-96. Good sink, good late run, good hard breaking ball, and his split finger has gotten a lot better. If Jeff Samardzija is on, you'll know early he'll be inducing a lot of ground balls.
Swing and a liner. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Batting second, the left fielder, Adam Frazier.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games. The 1-0.
Outside, that's a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Popped up. Flores has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us a little bit more about this lineup.
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Here comes the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Jose Osuna. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set and the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Davis is under it and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing in the Pirate first. We're on to the second now in Pittsburgh. No score on the show. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Polanco giving chase. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's take a look at outfielder Gregory Polanco. Can play all spots in the outfield from center to both corners with a cannon arm and the ability to go in the gap.
At the plate, Evan Longoria. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Two balls and a strike to Longoria. Here's the 2-1 home. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Gregory Polanco.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Polanco or El Cafe, as he's sometimes referred to. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 0-2 once more. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Wow, if that's not a strike, I don't know what is. I know these subs have a tough job. I get it. We'll see if he gets the next borderline call or if there are any makeup calls coming up.
Stepping in, Cole Tucker. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First offering on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Tucker, a native of Arizona. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. And this one's too far inside. Ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
3-0 now. Samardzija, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
Set to get his day started, Eric Gonzalez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch on its way. In there, 0-1.
0-1.
plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Striding in, Jeff Samardzija, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Jeff Samardzija.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Now here it comes. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away, it's time to check out the National League Central Division standings as you see where the Pirates find themselves entering play here today. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jaylin Davis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Softly hit toward the hole. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
The windup and the 0-1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Rolled slowly to first. He's right there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0.
We're back as the Pirates prepare for their at-bats here in the 3rd inning, and this lineup has been terrific for this club all year. They entered the day's contest leading the major league in home runs. And talking with some of the hitters during batting practice, they said home runs are a big part of their game, but it's not something they're going for when they step into the box. They said as long as they're attacking good pitches to hit, their swings will oftentimes do the rest. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Up next for the Buccos, Joe Musgrove, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him.
Off the plate, ball one.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
The 2-0 on the way.
Ball three.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0. And it's fouled away. The 3-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's one gone. Into the box, Kevin Newman. Second at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat. An opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Dickerson's on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in for his second at bat, Adam Frazier. Samardzija gets the sign. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. So striding in, Wilmer Flores. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Pirates' road to the show report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Into the box now, Mike Yastrzemski. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Back goes Polanco. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So 2 are gone in the inning, and we'll get a chance to see the free swinging Pablo Sandoval. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Stepping in now, Alex Dickerson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Dickerson, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Hit out towards second. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Digging in, Brian Reynolds. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway.
The center fielder,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Reynolds.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Ball.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Now batting, first baseman, Jose.
Next will be Jose Osuna. Here comes the first pitch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1. 1-1.
One out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Standing in now, Gregory Polanco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So far this season, Polanco carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 is outside for a ball. Three balls and a strike to Gregory Polanco.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Dickerson looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 2-run dinger for Gregory Polanco. Number 26 for him on the season, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Awesome swing right there. You never know when that huge moment's going to come in the game. I know there's a little bit left in this one, but certainly they got to feel good about themselves.
Anytime you can put some points on the board, we're not sure if this is going to be the difference in the game or not. Certainly when you get a big swing like that, make the fellas in the dugout feel a lot happier about the way this one's going to turn out at the end.
Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Well hit to right, but foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
But this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Number 2.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now the pitch. Oh, and an ugly swing there. It's 0-1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Back goes Yastrzemski. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So striding forward now, Evan Longoria comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too high, 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Line drive to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that brings up Buster Posey. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Oh, and 2, the count of Posey.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Here's another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Polanco. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Jeff Samardzija. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. Stallings will put this one away, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Coming to the plate now, Jacob Stallings. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Jacob Stallings.
Now the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole. 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
To 1-2 now. Two balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Fouled off. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Up next for pitch.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the San Diego area native pitcher Joe Musgrove. First offering on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yastrzemski is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now back.
Ready for another shot now. Kevin Newman 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Outside.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Samardzija into the windup. 1-0 on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
To 2-2 now. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 out, nobody on. Check swing grounder to the right side. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're up 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Now in the box, Jalen Davis.
The right fielder, Jalen Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Yeah.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
The 1-1. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily. And as I thought might be the case based on how close that play was, they're requesting a chance to review the replay and decide whether or not to challenge the safe call.
Yeah, Matt, definitely a close play right there. And we're going to take another look at it right here. Boy, that's just so tough to tell.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
Upon video review, the call of safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
At the plate now, Wilmer Flores. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
That's a ball.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. And he popped him up. Newman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. So here's Adam Frazier. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
The left fielder, Adam.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Popped him up. Posey is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 1.
Now
Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Reynolds.
First pitch on its way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Yastrzemski to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, the first
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Osuna. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Osuna.
Here comes the first pitch. Pops this one up. Longoria in foul ground, and no one will get this one. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's ball 2 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Gregory Polanco would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1. And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next to the Pirates, the right fielder,
Gregory Polanco will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball, that's out.
Osuna, the runner at first with 2 gone. Well struck but foul over by the coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1, and it's fouled away. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Ball 2.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Up next to the Giants.
Now at the plate, Pablo Sandoval. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And the pitch.
Ball inside. Hey.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Polanco has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The center fielder, number 12.
Stepping up to the plate, Alex Dickerson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more. With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Giants down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Tyler Rogers gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 71, Tyler Rogers.
Stepping in, Cole Tucker. No hits to this point.
For the Pirates, the third baseman, Cole Tucker.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's out.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts, and then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and that batter didn't miss it.
Eric Gonzalez is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. This is line to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Tucker rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, Jacob Stallings, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Slow roller down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched.
Nope.
Slider laid off for a ball.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Davis is there, 1 away. Digging in, Joe Musgrove. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Guillermo Heredia will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Guillermo Heredia.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. This is popped up. Sandoval is under it. 2 gone. So digging in now, Kevin Newman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Kevin Newman.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Yastrzemski will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Robbie Erlin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 72, Robbie Erlin.
Coming to the plate now, Evan Longoria. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Under this one is Polanco, and he's got it for the first out. So with his day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Here's Buster Posey now. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Newman brings it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Austin Slater will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Who's hitting for the Giants? Number 13, Austin Slater.
Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Slater has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. A 1-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Polanco has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Trevor Gott is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Trevor Gott.
Now at the plate, Adam Frazier. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder. and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Davis will wait on it. One gone. Striding into the box, Bryan Reynolds. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Sandoval is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Osuna. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. Now the 1-0. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
To the plate now, Gregory Polanco. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Ball one, well below the zone. 2 out, nobody on. Inside and low, 2-1.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Davis is under this one, and he will make the catch, so that'll do it. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run, and as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Last chance coming up for the G-men. It's now 4-0 Pittsburgh. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jalen Davis. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this will land untouched.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
The batter, number 35.
So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Crawford. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer to the left side. Fielded cleanly. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Now that.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. Grand slam is still in play. Let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
At the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Crawford ignores his coach. He's chugging for home, and he's safe at the plate as they close the gap to 3 now.
The third base.
You know, D-Roll, they finally push a run across here. Yesterday, they were shut out, so anytime they can score, it's almost like throwing a party.
Yeah, Dan, no kidding. Look in that dugout. Looked like there was steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears right there. They had to get the offense going. Maybe that's the breakthrough they needed.
So now to the plate, Pablo Sandoval. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Polanco. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And a relay to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as he's across to make this a 4-2 game now.
Now batting. The center fielder.
In now, Alex Dickerson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Keone Kela comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 35. Keone Kela.
First offering on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And now the crowd, estimated at over 29,000, come to their feet. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Last strike here for the Giants. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made, and the Pirates have taken the first 3 games in this 4-game set. They'll look to sweep tomorrow as the ball game is over.
Wow, you don't see a closer finish better than that very often. Only needed 4 pitches to slam the door in the face and salt this game away for his guys.
4-2 the final score today. The Pittsburgh Pirates took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Joe Musgrove earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Jeff Samardzija pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Giants, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.